We continue explaining Hallel to the best of our abilities. Perikuf Tez Zayin. David HaMelech says, now at this point, I had really, really hard times. Kuf Tez Zayin talks about David HaMelech, how he was so close to death, so many experiences. And death doesn't have to be literal, although it was literal at times. At times it was figurative. Sometimes emotional death is worse than physical death even. And David HaMelech shares with us, right, in Parakuf Zayin, the extent of his pain that he went through. Right? He says, Hilati nashim imovis as enem indima es ragli midechi. David Melech describes three tragic experiences that he had. He said he was close to death, Klati nashim imovis. His eyes were saved from tears, and his feet from dechi. What does it mean, dechi? Ragli dechi, we know that a person's feet is the way he travels in life. David Melech, many, many times, people attempted to push him off the path, off the derech, as it were, take him off the right path in life. And all three experiences, David Melech says, even during that, David Melech says, right? Then David Melech shares a beautiful idea with us, and I'd like to talk to you about this today, as I will explain why. David Melech says, I believed because I spoke. When a person speaks, when a person talks about belief, sometimes it's a lot of hot air, but if you really believe it, if you say Kol Ma David Rahman Latava with a passion, which is the halacha brought in the Shulchan Aruch, that when a bad thing happens, say everything the merciful one does, he does for the good. Kol Ma David Rahman Latava. If you say that, right, you'll have belief because you speak. The more you speak words of belief, truly from your heart, the more you will have belief. And then David HaMelech says, Ani simot. I was highly afflicted. I was painfully and um, and really, really afflicted. How can we say that? Desperately, uh, really, really bad, afflicted. And it occurred to me something very, very interesting here, as we'll speak about a little bit later. The Sfas Emes says, "Odech Hashem ki anisani." This is a very original pshat, which I found also the Radak says it as well. That Hashem, you answered me because, I thank you, Hashem, because I was afflicted. After the fact, right, as we said, Hal is sharing David HaMelech's experiences in life, from the darkness to the light. And the word anisani, and anisi, it means to be afflict, but it also means to answer. And when I came to this recognition on Yantif, in Hallel, as follows, Anisi ma'oid, I was very afflicted, and therefore he answered me. The amount that Hashem answers you is according to the amount that you get afflicted, right? Because a person prays more passionately when there's more difficulty, right? Now, not everyone connects to that. Some people just complain and they kvetch and they just miss it, yeah. But as Ramosh Shapiro told me once, he said, we don't ask for tests, but don't forgo any of them, because Hashem is lifting you up. If Hashem gives you a hard test, it's because He loves you. As the Vilna Gaon says, "Lefi rova ava rova techocha." Right? The greatness of love that a person has for someone, in the old days at least, was the amount that He gave you reproof, and that's not so prevalent today by people because nobody can take reproof today. But by Hashem, it's still very relevant. Right? Hashem gives you hard tests, it's because He loves you. And the more you're afflicted and the more you turn to Hashem in prayer during this, the more you'll be answered. And that's what David says. I spoke through my prayers and I spoke to other people. And how is the gift that David HaMelech gave us, how we can how we can deal with this, right? And David HaMelech finishes, Ani amarti b'chavsi kol adam kozev. I came to the clear recognition that Adam, which means from the dirt, man is from dirt, was created from earth. We talk about Adam, we're talking about man's lowly state as earth. Ani amarti b'chavsi kol adam kozev. Don't rely on anybody ever because your best friend might kick you in the pack or other places. And, of course, it's good to have friends and friends you rely on, but you can't really trust any people. Even the most powerful despot who seems to be your friend could just turn on you and stab you in the back. So let's follow in David HaMelech's footsteps. We have difficulties. Turn only to the Borei Olam. Speak about Amunah, especially in prayer and Kol David, and also speak about speak about Hashem's kindness, and also sing. You know, we said about Psukei Zimra, you should sing. My friend, Rabbi Siegel pointed out to me something that from the name of my Rebbe Rav Shlomo Zalman Auerbach, that the one place in davening we're supposed to sing is in Mizmor Soda. We're supposed to sing Mizmor Soda with song, and in fact, here at the Kosel, every morning there's a group of men who, uh, who dance and sing, and the time of Talis comes. And it's a beautiful thing that they sing to the Borei Olam with great joy about the mitzvah of Talis and Tefillin, which has arrived at this point in time. So let's all sing to the Borei Olam. Hemanti ki daber. When we say Hallel, it should be with a passion. And in fact, Psukei Zimra is called Hallel, right? And the Gemara tells us that somebody who says Hallel every day is cursed in Gemara Shabbos, and someone who says is blessed. And the answer is that Psukei Zimra is also Hallel. It's a Hallel on the natural, Mahalach is a word, on the natural way, salvation of Hashem, natural way Hashem runs the world. And then there's the Hallel we say once a month on Rosh Chodesh, and then on the Chagim, which is supernatural ways of the Borei Olam. All of those things um, should be um, appreciated and tapped into. Amen. During